Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is your general reading for the month of September 2019. Before turning on the camera, I was meditating on your energies. I got this vision of you boarding a train. You were a train, very nice, those old trains with steam trains, was coming very quickly, very fast in the train station, and you were getting on board. You were very happy, you were extremely cheerful. You said goodbye to your loved ones who were waving at you. But it wasn't, a sad farewells or anything. It was really happy goodbyes, everybody was happy that you were getting on that train and whatever destination you were going. And then I saw you inside the train, sighing a sigh of relief and being really excited about wherever this train was taking you, looking out the window and as if you were looking at your past, really happy, knowing exactly why you're taking the train, and happy to go wherever you're going, basically. I also got, for those of you who are in a spiritual path, we all are, but you know what I mean. I also got bridging a gap, the sentence bridging a gap, like you're bridging the gap between your physical self and your higher self, that your communication with Source was getting very clear, getting very connected to your higher self and Source. I also got the rainbow bridge. For those of I'm sure you know what the rainbow bridge is. It's basically the bridge between the 3D, between Earth, us, in the physical form, and spirit, or higher realms. And I saw you really getting to know the rainbow bridge, getting to acquainted with that, and clear connection with your passed on loved ones as well. Okay, so let's start the reading. So the first card is solutions in this deck, and in the Rider Waite deck it is Temperance. Major Arcana. Your second card is Death, Peace in this deck. So the first card is the energies are coming, your recent energies coming into September. Then the energies at the start of September, second week. When you have Six of Wands, wow, this is really powerful so far. This is going to be your challenge, also the third week of September. Then the fourth week of September is the outcome. It's the Four of Wands, beautiful. The Four of Coins. And the main message from Spirit is the Two of Coins. The main energy at the bottom of this deck is the Knight of Swords. Okay, I'll be clarifying these with the Rider Waite. Very intense beginning of month for you. Okay, clarifying Temperance is the Queen of Pentacles. Clarifying Death is the Ten of Pentacles. Clarifying the Six of Wands is the Moon. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles is the Two of Wands. And clarifying the Two of Coins is the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. Alright, so let's start. So coming into the month of September, you have Temperance clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So you're coming into the month of September in a pretty solid place. You seem to have a certain amount of balance. You know, Temperance in the Rider-Waite deck is it's a major arcana, of course, and it's also you see an angel or an archangel, which is usually either Michael or Gabriel, and he's pouring water from a vessel to another, from a chalice to another, and it really signifies alchemy in the sense of the flow between energies, being able to have balance between spirit and physical self, having attained a certain balance between what is your understanding of yourself on a spiritual level and your action in the physical world, your manifestation in the physical world. And that's what I was really getting for you in the meditation, that you are even entering into September, you've come to a place where you have been able to balance your polarities, basically. You are balanced emotionally, you are also balanced, the marriage, the sacred marriage, the sacred union between a soul, mind and body is effectually happening for you. And it is paired with the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is this mature energy, it's a divine feminine, but it can also, indicate, it's gender neutral. It doesn't have to be a divine feminine, but it's a strong divine feminine energy, and we all have both divine feminine and masculine within us. And that's another balance that I see here. You have balanced your two, also your masculine and feminine polarities. There's a strong union there, and it has taken. You have grounded it in the physical realm with the Queen of Pentacles. She's nurturing. She's abundant. She shares her abundance with people. She feels secure. And it comes from a deep place of peace, of harmony, having really found a great place to be within herself. So basically you're entering September in a very solid, grounded, abundant and harmonious place. So that's the first week of September. The second week of September is more of the same, if not more, because we have death. It's another major arcana, paired with the Ten of Pentacles, and it's like it's a bit like the two cards before, but even more pronounced in the energies. You are really delving even deeper into this transformation energy that you're going through, because death is the Scorpio card. It usually means transformation, transition, development, processing, but it's a very deep transformation. It's not a small transition. And this is what I'm seeing for you from the start. You are really in a process of awakening. It is extremely, it's quite intense, but you have been able to really process a lot of energies to come to the place where you are, where I see you at the beginning of September. You've done a hell of a lot of work on yourself. It is completely apparent. The Ten of Pentacles is really the card, the ultimate card of abundance, where you have attained a very secure, very accomplished place in your life. All these pentacles, they indicate success, they indicate endeavors that have been extremely successful, that have been worked on, that are deserved. You are so abundant that you are able to create an empire. You're able to, even if it could be just at the beginning of this empire for some, because we have transformation, so there's still processing happening, but you are clearly in a very solid space, a very grounded space, where you are grateful, because usually, with the Ten of Pentacles, things are happening so well in our lives, everything is so grounded that we feel extremely grateful for what we have, and we are able to build even more upon it. So I see you really in this extremely beautiful space of abundance, peace, harmony. It's very nice. The challenge that is coming up for you in the third week, or it's around the third week, that time is fluid, but I can see it happening around the third week, because you obviously are in this extremely beautiful space the 2 first weeks, and coming into the third week, the challenge you have is the Six of Wands, and paired with the Moon, which is another major arcana. What I see here is maybe a little wobble in the third week of September, as if, coming from this extremely solid space that you've been in, all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but, due to some processing that is still happening, with death, we saw with death that you're still going through some kind of deep transformation. And with this kind of transformation, there's always things that are being brought up to the surface, to be released, to be healed, to be looked at. And it seems that's what you're doing here, what's happening for you in the third week. What I see is Six of Wands is the ultimate card of victory. In the Rider-Waite deck is this person, this horseman coming, into town with his horse, with a crown, with people cheering. He has his flag. It's an ultimate card of victory. And the Moon, the Moon is indicative of, intuition, of emotions, very deep emotions, and you are dealing with deep emotions because, with the temperance and death, these are two very powerful energies of, emotions. Here, it's like your challenges, what I'm seeing here is your challenges, you are having trouble basically dealing with all the success that you're having, okay, or all the victories that are coming into your life. It's as if you're a bit wary or worried about all the success that you're having. How do I explain that? Sometimes when we're having success, when we're having victory, we tend to some feelings of unworthiness, some core wounds like fears, anxiety, fears of lack, fear of separation, fear of even success, when unworthiness is coming up to the surface. So you might be dealing with that type of energies in the third week, where sometimes we're like, okay, everything is, I'm grounded, everything's going well, I'm abundant. When is the other shoe gonna drop, basically? So be careful not to, take these victories or take these the success that you're having, lightly. Don't pressure yourself because you think you should do more, or you're not deserving of this, or this is too good to be true. I mean, leave all these thoughts or emotions behind, because they're not going to serve you. They're only going to make you doubt the place where you're at, which is a very solid place, as we were saying. Also, sometimes when we feel good, these things tend to come up because we're going through transformation anyway. So these things tend to come up to be released finally, and it seems like this is what's happening for you. Like you start the month in a very solid space, but then some very deep inner layers are coming up, and it's okay. Take your time to spend time with them, see where they're coming from, but you really can release them, with the card of victory. You will be able to release them. Another interpretation as well is some stuff that has to do with your circumstances, with people around you, some maybe secrets, not necessarily really bad, but maybe some hidden feelings from people around you, or things that you were not aware of in certain situations in your life might come to light in the third week of September, and it might, basically give you certain, not a slight wobble. You were so grounded starting, September. Then we have this energy of transformation with death that came, and it might be revealing some stuff to you, but don't worry, because you are still in a very, very solid place. It's not gonna, endanger you in any way. So the message from Spirit, what they want to bring your attention to, is the Four of Coins and the Two of Wands. The Four of Coins, the Four of Pentacles, it's still a grounded energy. It's a solid energy. It's an energy where we know that we have our coins. We know that we are abundant, but it's an energy. It's a step down from the Ten of Pentacles, where we are sharing our abundance, where we feel so abundant that we don't count anymore. It's a step down from this. It's when we realize we have what we need, but we are holding on too much to it. I don't see it here. It can be a financial slump or a financial, sort of stuckness, but I'm not really feeling that for you in terms of material or money. I'm feeling it more in terms of your feelings, as if this slight wobble that happened in the third week made you become defensive somehow. Whatever was revealed with the moon that you didn't like very much, or that really revealed things to you that you didn't know were there, it made you go into a defensive place. In the Rider-Waite deck, it's this guy, sitting on his coins, and he's holding a coin really close to his chest. So I think you're, because whatever happened for you, however it applies in your life in the third week, it made you feel like, okay, I've got to, defend myself. I've got to keep things close to my chest, and it's not, holding on to your emotions. You're not really showing your cards, feeling a bit reserved, maybe taking a step back from whatever situation was happening in the third week, which is fine, but it can become too much. We can start becoming a bit too defensive, shutting people out, isolating ourselves if this energy goes on for too long. And I'm saying that because you have the Ten of Swords as the main energy in the Rider-Waite deck, and the Ten of Swords does indicate feelings of betrayal, feelings of being stabbed in the back. It's a pretty harsh card, but it is a 10. I mean, it's a completion. This cycle of whatever was revealed with the moon, this cycle, which due to transformation, due to death, the major arcana being present in your reading, some things come up to the surface that have to do with wounds, okay, with trauma, with maybe situations with people that were less than satisfactory, or people actually being quite, effing disgusting, being, like really bad. I mean, this guy has had it, 10 swords sticking out of his back. So there might have been really it's a harsh cycle. This is not an easy cycle at all. And with the presence of the moon and death, some of this hurt might come up for you, or most probably will come up for you around the third week of September. Causing you to go into the Four of Pentacles, because this is coming up to be healed again, but it's coming up when you were already in a pretty, solid space with Temperance and the Queen of Pentacles. But it's coming up around things that were really hurtful, the traumas, breakups, betrayals, you name it, basically. And this is causing you to, because you're coming from a solid space, you're not all over the place, but you start defending yourself. You start having some kind of armor around yourself, and that's what Spirit wants you to pay attention to, is not to stay too much, even if this is an initial reaction to these feelings coming up to be healed. What Spirit is telling you is not to stay in this energy for long. It's to keep, looking at the horizon. And the Two of Wands really goes extremely well with the vision that I had for you, which is you boarding this train and going to a destination that you are really excited about. And really, this is reminding me so much of this vision, because that's exactly what's happening here. In the Two of Wands is a person who is looking into the horizon. They're holding the world in their hand. They're full of optimism, and it's solid optimism. It's not, like La La Land. It's like real optimism, really an extremely founded optimism, because they know exactly what they've done and that they deserve whatever is happening, and the horizon is expanding for them. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. So that's what Spirit wants you to pay attention to, is because of the things that are coming up for you to be healed, or things that are being revealed. Do not, even if the initial reaction is to, guard yourself, do not stay too long in this energy, because there's a whole new horizon opening up for you. The outcome is the Two of Coins with the Six of Cups. The outcome, I see basically here, the two of Ariel, the two of coins can mean two things. It can mean that you are juggling now between two income sources, okay? Maybe a new source of income is coming up for you and you're juggling between two jobs basically. What I'm seeing it more as here is you having to juggle a little bit to regain your balance back after this little wobble in the third week, after these feelings or these situations have come up into the light to be released, transmuted. You are taking some time to be able to regain your balance back, to be in the solid place that you started the month with. And I see you completely doing that with the energy of the Six of Cups, which is a really fresh, beautiful, childish, innocent energy of love and partnership. It can also be nostalgic. It can also have to do with a person that is coming from the past, that is helping you to regain this balance. This person is coming in quite fast. That's the Knight of Swords, which is the fastest moving knight of the whole deck. And I see this person coming from the past, coming in quite fast and helping you regaining this balance. And I see you too, I see this as a person coming from your past, but I see it also as your own energy. After this, the things have been brought up in the third week to be released. I see you and you regaining your balance with this beautiful partnership from the past. I see you charging ahead extremely fast towards your new horizon. The same feeling that I got when I saw you boarding the train, and the train really moving extremely fast on the tracks. Okay, so I'm gonna get you just one last advice card from Archangels, from your Archangels. Peace. It's Archangel Samuel. So it's in French, so I'm trying to translate it. Just give me a second. Peace comes when we remember that only love is real. Peace comes when we remember that only love is real. It's beautiful. Couldn't be better. With your message here, peace, your transformation, peace, and peace comes when we remember that only peace is real, that only love is real. So this is, reminding you that whatever is happening for you, whatever is coming up to be healed, it's the end of it. It's the end of a cycle with the Ten of Swords, and remember that only love is real. Only love, by remembering, by putting all this to rest and feeling peaceful again, like you were coming into September. You will very, very quickly regain your balance and your unconditional love and your feelings of joy. So that's your message for September, Taurus. I hope it has been helpful. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe and share and comment. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.